I'm Cherokee Ronnie and welcome back to my channel. And as you guys know, I got a Jeep for another build for this channel, but I wanted it to be very roadworthy and off-road worthy. So we're going to go 50-50. We're not going to go crazy where it's more off-road than it is on-road, because if anybody knows anything about off-road, the more off-road capable that your vehicle really is, the less on-road capable that it is. So we're going to go 50-50 with this Jeep build, and also we're going to get all of our parts off eBay and Amazon, just to show you can have all this stuff shipped to your door, and show you guys you can build a Jeep in your backyard just like I have. So it's another cheap Jeep build. Today I'm going to show you guys you can fit 35s on a Jeep Cherokee with a 3.5-inch lift to 4-inch lift. Today we're going to show you that you can throw 35s on the old Jeep. So let's get out here and start tinkering with the old Jeep. Unfolded the rear and took the flares off. I went ahead and actually Ronnie lined the back panel, the back bumper, the bottom plastic piece along the door and the front fender. Ronnie lined the front fender to the body line, and it just follows the bottom piece all the way up. It looks pretty decent. Impressed with it. Still got the vice grips under there holding the brakes. That's our next purchase. Wheels should be here pretty soon. I'm gonna try to stuff 35s under there, but there ain't much left to do to get this Jeep mobile. This Jeep does have a 4.5-inch rough country lift on it, but it has sagged over time because it's the cheaper lift. And so I'm very confident that we can go ahead and shove 35s under this Jeep. And so we're going to go with 20-inch rims and 35s. And we're going with Thunder grip tires. I think they'll fit perfect. I don't think we'll have a problem. But we'll have to address the sagging of the lift in a later date. Right now I'm not really going to mess with it because I'm not going to be doing some hardcore off-roading yet, because it's not even the season for it. But I am going to be lifting up just a little bit more than it is because, you know, to get rid of the old rough country sag. I'm not a big fan of rough country, and everybody knows that because they always sag. And that's the problem this Jeep has. It's all sagged, and you can tell. And like rough country shocks, they're blowed out in the rear and the bushings are gone. Can you imagine these on there? That'd be sick. Alright, the tires we got on this thing is 33 by 12s, 15-inch. Alright, so I have a little bit of tread left on the back. As you guys know, the front is super bald. I have these 35-20s. I want to see if these will fit under there with a 3.5-inch lift or 4.5-inch lift or whatever it is. But it doesn't look much bigger, so I'm going to lay this tire on top. And a lot of people said I wouldn't be able to put 35s on it, but as you can see, it's not that much bigger. So I think these might actually work. I mean, they're not that much bigger at all. As you can see, they're 35, 20s. They don't look much different either. Alright, so we got the wheels ready. The reason why this video took so daggone long is because I had to buy Acorn lug nuts for this Jeep because the stock ones, well, they're not stock, they're aftermarket for these rims. We're not working these because you need this style right here to work with the rims that I have. And so we had to wait on these due to everything going on in the world. Had to wait like a week or two, but we're gonna go ahead, throw these wheels on and show you guys what it looks like. All right, we got the 35s on, and a lot of people are probably going to ask some questions about rubbing and all this stuff. I'm still trimming the front. As you can see, they're not trimmed all the way. This was just to get me close to see what I have to do, because I am putting bushwhacker bubble flares on here. But on the back, I have plenty of room. I just got to pound that in a little bit more and cut this back a little bit more. And I've had it flexed up in there and it stuffed up in there great. The front is what I'm concerned about. It turns fine. I got plenty of turning radius in here, but what's going to happen when I hit down, it's going to hit this. So what I'm going to do is pound this flat and get all this stuff out of the way. Pound this lip flat. You just cut notches in this and pound it flat, and that'll give me a little bit more room. I'm going to cut this more at an angle. I can't go too much because of the fender flares. So all we got left to do now is fix the brake, extend the brake line. And after I trim all that stuff, I'm also going up 1.5 inches. As you can see, I have a flat leaf spring. I'm actually bulking it up with an S10, and I'm lifting the front with lift springs. So I'm going to be somewhere around 5.5 inches, and that should give me plenty of clearance, because like I said, I'm building this Jeep 50-50 off-road on the weekends and driving this bad boy daily. But in the future, we're going to be doing rear end swaps and a lot of modifications to this Jeep to make it off-road worthy. But for now, we're building it like this. That's how you fit 35s on a 3.5 inch / 4 inch lift. Like I said, it was sagging. It's originally a 4.5 inch lift, and it's sagging. But you can actually go ahead and drive this Jeep the way it is. You can hit potholes, you can turn, you can go fast around turns. It's not rubbing whatsoever. So you could actually go ahead and drive this to work the way it sets. Now, like I said in the video, I will be doing some extra work to make it a little bit more off-road capable, because if I'd get in too much of a hairy situation with that Jeep, it would rub like crazy in the front. But like I said, I'm going to be pie cutting those little lips, pounding those back. I'm also going to go ahead and lift the back 1 inch to 1.5 inches and lift the front to 1 inch to 1.5 inches, and that should give me plenty of room to do stuff. You've seen that the leaves were flat. That's one thing I noticed about this Jeep. It has the add leaf in there, and it didn't hold up very long. The S10 is a lot stronger, so it will hold up. Trust me, I already did the bastard pack on the other Jeeps that I had with the S10 springs. They worked great. They never sagged. The front, I'm going to get an actual 4 inch or 4.5 inch lift spring for it, and then maybe put a little puck up there to make up the difference. I have to measure and see, but it's not going to be, you know, a whole lot of money. I got an aftermarket track bar coming. I'm going to be doing lower control arms on a budget, and we're going to do 1-ton steering on this thing. And in the future, we're going to be doing the Ford 8.8 swap in the back. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff to this Jeep because it's worth putting money into. And I just want to show you guys that you can do this in your backyard. But, you know, this is not going to fit a Cherokee with no cutting. Okay, this will not work on a Cherokee that's been lifted 4.5 inches with no cutting. You're going to have to cut your front fenders. You'll have to cut and fold your rear also. You know, there is a lot of cutting involved and a lot of work to get these to fit, but it can be done. A lot of people said, you know, why did I, you know, cut on it, ruin it like that? But you know, it's a Cherokee. It is in good shape. We are going to be using it, but I also want it to look good and go down the road straight and you know, be off-road capable. And these 35s set this Jeep way up off the ground. My theory is the higher the lift, the more top heavy you are, I'm wanting to go with less lift and more tire or bigger tire, because what that does is actually get your pumpkins off the ground and it keeps you from being top heavy. I've always been a low center of gravity guy, and this Jeep, I'm really stretching that. I'm up there pretty good. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. We got a whole lot of stuff coming for this Jeep. We got headlights, we got cleaner. I'm going to be showing you guys what I use in it, so just stay tuned on this channel. We got a whole lot of stuff going on with this thing, and I'm excited to show you guys. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. I'm Cherokee Ronnie, and stay dirty, my friends.